really crazy right now. When I get super freaked out, I like tear up. Reading about this kid's story, the Riker Webb story, a 4-year-old that was missing for 2 days and then was found looking like this. Like, this kid was very obviously in shock, but I think what's even more shocking about this is some of the indiscrepancies about what happened when he was missing. First of all, he was found almost like 3 miles from where he went missing. How is that even possible for a kid that age? What he was found wearing was not what he was wearing when he left. Just 2 days prior, when he wandered off on his own, this was not what he had on. It's like in the 40s outside, just in the woods for 2 days. Something very strange happened to this child out there.
This is some of the most chilling paranormal footage ever.
In 2018, a man was hired to remodel a North Carolina home built in the early 1900s. But shortly after he started, he noticed some strange things around the home. Hearing noises, mysterious sounds, he assumed there was a squatter living there. So one day he decided to record himself walking around the home and captured this.
Hello? Hello? Who is it?
He said he never returned to the home as he believed there was something evil in that house.
I would never go back either. Would you?
You know, at one point.
So someone just sent me a video where you can clearly hear La Llorona crying. I didn't even get dressed for this. I literally just got home from the gym, but I need to show you guys. But first, a little backstory on the video before I show it. The person who submitted this wishes to remain anonymous. This took place last month in Mexico. For the sake of the story, let's call her Gloria. So Gloria went with her family to go visit her aunt and uncle in Mexico. Her parents actually ended up leaving her at her uncle's house. Now, her uncle's house, in order to go to the bathroom, you have to go outside. So Gloria got up in the middle of the night. She had to use the bathroom. When she walked into the kitchen, she heard the crying. The crying sounded like it was far away, but you can lightly make out the words, "Ay mis hijos." The dogs were also outside barking like crazy. Gloria ended up waking up her aunt, but her aunt could not hear the crying. That's when Gloria decides to bring her phone out and record it. She then hears like the front gates as if someone is banging on the gates trying to get into the house. At that point, Gloria prayed as hard as she could, and in an instant, it just stopped. Like everything just went complete silent. Now here's the video. Now, I don't know about you, but that just gave me the chills. And why does my hair look so orange right now?
You won't make it to the end of this video if you scare easily, because this is Earth's Scariest Places Part 61. This is the Hoia Forest, located in the Transylvania area of Romania, and it's known for its disappearances, hauntings, UFO sightings, and ghost stories. It truly is one of the most terrifying places on the planet. The most notable ghost story to locals is that of a shepherd who walked in the forest with his flock, and he was never seen again until people started seeing his ghost and the ghosts of his sheep. The forest is also known for its disappearances. People wander in the forest and are never seen again, and apparently their ghosts haunt the forest as well. Not only that, but the trees in the forest are irregularly shaped, making it that much creepier. And if that's not creepy enough, people have also reported seeing UFOs above the forest. On top of all that, people have reported that when they walk into the forest, they start feeling like they're being watched, they get a sense of anxiety, and they even feel nauseous. This place truly is terrifying.
This photo really spooks me. Take John Mosling and his wife Jessica, who visited the hotel back in 2017 and left with the spookiest souvenir they could have ever hoped for. While taking the spirit tour at the hotel, the couple took pictures along the way, photographing the interior of the hotel, the hallways. But when they got home, they noticed two distinctively young-looking but blurry little girls on the staircase that they didn't remember. And there's just one problem. There were no young girls on the tour that night. The group consisted of adults only, and no one recalled any children running through the tour at any point. Woo! Another really chilling photo is one that was captured by a woman named Kim. She's from Texas and went to stay at the Stanley, and said one night it was around 9 p.m. when she snapped a patriotic shot showcasing the exterior of the Stanley Hotel with nearly half a dozen American flags on display. Kim looked at the photo she took a second later, and at first, she thought it was just the curtains. But at closer examination, the third-story window appears as if there's a young girl or woman standing between the curtains in the window, staring down at Kim. This photo has been widely debated, so you be the judge. Is it just curtains or something more?
I don't do well with pictures like this. Surprisingly, they make me sick to my stomach. This photo was taken by Marissa Hill as she sat in her bed helpless as a stranger left her hallway bathroom. The backstory I could find from this photo, she had heard a noise coming from the hallway bathroom and thought it was her husband, who was actually outside at the time, but when an unknown person came out of that bathroom, she was mid-picture and realized it was not him pranking her. An unknown elderly man came out of her bathroom and she sat there completely paralyzed with fear. According to her, she sat there in complete silence because he did not seem to notice her, and then he had just exited the house, and by the time she got up and got her husband called 911, this person was gone.
What happened?
In Canada, Barry and Honey Sherman were one of the most prominent couples. According to Forbes, Barry Sherman, founder of the successful pharmaceutical company Apotex, was the 12th wealthiest man in Canada with a net worth of $3.2 billion. Leading up to the crimes, the Shermans decided to list their Toronto home for sale for a whopping $7 million and were planning to build an even bigger mansion closer to the city. On the morning of December 15, 2017, two Toronto real estate agents were giving a tour of the Shermans' home to a couple, when one of the agents spotted the bodies of Honey and Barry Sherman by their pool in the basement of their mansion. Strangely, police weren't called until an hour and a half after discovering the couple, but authorities arrived and officials believed this was a targeted hit. But who did this? According to Toronto police and interviews, the suspect list is a long one. Barry Sherman was well known for his aggressive business practices, but years passed and there were no arrests. Police eventually released a video of a suspect in the case. They said this unidentified person spent a suspicious amount of time in the area of the Shermans' home the night of the crimes. That video hasn't led to any arrests, and it's been over 5 years, and this case remains unsolved.
Everything about this case is just a mystery to me. What are your thoughts?
Have you heard about the car that was powered completely by water?
What? No.
It was invented by this guy, Stanley Meyer.
Okay.
He said that if you only had 22 gallons of water, you could make it from LA to New York.
Wow, that's like clean across the country.
He even went on this Ohio news station and showed this like buggy cart he had that had it hooked up to his water fuel cell, and he showed it to them and it worked great. But in 1998, whenever he was at a business meeting at a diner, he was talking to potential investors with his brother. He took his first sip of his drink and then immediately started like vomiting, going like
Yeah.
He ran out into the parking lot and was screaming out, "They poisoned me."
Oh man.
And then he keeled over and passed away.
Wow, that's crazy.
And the autopsy said that it was a brain aneurysm.
I don't think so.
You know what happened after he passed away?
Let me guess. The formula was magically lost.
A week after he passed away, the buggy, the water fuel cell, got stolen from his garage. They got broken into randomly.
6 cows were found mutilated with their tongues missing. So this went viral in Texas. Even stranger, that there were no signs of like footprints or tire marks around the animals. The area around the animals were like untouched. So the mystery is, who's attacking these cattle? Could it be the chupacabra? Could it be something out of this world? Could it be a person? The Madison County Sheriff's Office said that the animals' tongues were completely removed from the body with no blood spill. And in the article it says that the predators, the birds, they didn't even want to eat the remains of the cows that were there. I wonder if there's like radiation there and that's why they didn't want to eat it. Even stranger, there were 5 other occurrences that happened around the area in different counties, not just this one. What do you think is happening in Texas? Who or what is responsible for these mutilations? If there's any new updates, I'll keep you posted here.
Here's what not to do when exploring a haunted, abandoned hospital.
Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer due. I'm half crazy, all for the love of you. It won't be a stylish marriage, I can't afford a carriage, but you'll look sweet upon the seat of a bicycle built for 2.
How much money would it take you to do that? Let me know in the comments below.
It's not my fault that you're lonely. I know you feel like having conversations, but please don't put that shit on me. No, this happy hour don't need complications. I'm doing great, I'm feeling fine.